Furthermore, the person who captures the culprit would be recognized as a hero by the Elder. The man was astonished to hear about these rewards, as they were incredibly tempting. Eddie was willing to risk his life just to participate because the rewards were too good to pass up. The prospect of obtaining a spirit treasure could help him advance to the next level of cultivation. The next day, Eddie agreed to join the search party, and everyone was busy searching for the girl and her accomplices. They discussed among themselves that it would be impossible for her to escape. Suddenly, one of the disciples found a girl and a beast with her. He shouted, "I have finally found her." Everyone became ecstatic upon hearing this news. They realized that they would become wealthy by capturing them. On the other hand, the girl and the beast remained calm and chatted happily with each other. The disciple frowned upon seeing this but then smirked and asked them to surrender if they wanted to avoid any pain. The girl ignored the disciples' babbling and took out her weapon. The disciples smiled and boasted that they were all inner disciples, while she was just an outer disciple. They claimed that if they drew their swords, she wouldn't stand a chance against them. The girl and the beast both responded in unison, "Then why don't you try it?" After a while, all the disciples were lying on the ground, injured. The girl stood there with her sword, victorious. The beast was still amazed at how she had taken care of them so effortlessly. He smiled and thought that it was all thanks to the new feature tab on his screen. After she had defeated Senior Lai, 2 high-grade sword arts were unlocked, and he learned them both. He optimized his fighting style by incorporating these new techniques, which helped them win the battle. The girl, Bufang, kneeled down and expressed her gratitude towards the beast for his guidance. She was thrilled that even the most basic attacks he taught her became formidable. She asked if this was the difference between ordinary people and martial arts masters. The beast felt a bit embarrassed by her praise. Suddenly, the girl sat down in a meditative position and absorbed all the energy around her. After a while, she opened her eyes and exclaimed happily that she had broken through to the next level, all thanks to the beast's guidance. The beast was amazed by her progress and thought to himself that this girl truly deserved to be the protagonist with her exceptional talent. The beast then advised her to increase her combat power, but before he could finish his sentence, they both sensed a strong energy fluctuation and turned around to see an old man. The beast was caught off guard. Bufang recognized the old man as Deacon Lin, responsible for overseeing the practice of disciples in the intersect. She warned the beast about his strength, but a wounded disciple laughed and revealed that Deacon Lin and Elder Fang were close friends until she killed Elder Fang. The disciple also warned Bufang that Deacon Lin would not let her off easily. Deacon Lin then attacked Bufang with his sword imbued with eerie energy, catching her off guard and injuring her instantly. He casually remarked that he had heard rumors about the culprit being strong, but it seemed like nothing more than empty talk. The beast observed the fight between Bufang and Deacon Lin and noticed that she was putting up a good fight, despite being overpowered. He marveled at her skills and determination. Meanwhile, back at the sect, Elder Feng asked one of the disciples about the progress of the investigation. The disciple reported that Deacon Lin had found Bufang and was currently engaged in a fight with her. Elder Feng expressed confidence in Deacon Lin's abilities and said that he was assured if it was he. Meanwhile, the fight between Bufang and Deacon Lin continued in the forest. The old man was surprised to see that she was able to use basic swordsmanship to such a high degree and even better than Lei Shen. He also noted that her cultivation had improved significantly, indicating her excellent talent. The old man's expression turned cold as he questioned the girl, "Are you colluding with outsiders to harm our sect?" The girl immediately replied, "It was Senior Lai who wanted to force me, so I had to resist." Undeterred by her words, the old man attacked again with even more power than before, leaving the girl with no option but to block his attack with her sword. The beast, however, received a notification at this moment, a task to teach Bufang some martial arts tricks regardless of Deacon Lin's area. Initially confused by the task, the beast soon realized that Lin Gu was Deacon Lin's name. He wondered if the old man was actually kind-hearted despite his tough exterior, and whether he was trying to teach Bufang some new skills. Suddenly, the girl heard the beast's voice and turned towards him. The girl, Bufang, carefully observed the old man's moves as the beast advised her to do. She realized that this could be a great opportunity for her to learn the intersect martial arts. She erupted with tremendous fighting spirit and surprised the old man. He realized that she had figured out his earlier move, and even though the power was not much, the fact that she could copy a move in such a short time under so much pressure was commendable. He thought to himself that she had already surpassed 90% of the disciples in the sect. The girl realized that the beast's advice was right, and she found it much easier to observe Deacon Lin's moves, which seemed predictable. She praised the beast for his guidance. Meanwhile, the beast was pleased to see a notification on his screen confirming that the host had accepted and completed the task, and a reward would be given. The injured disciple who witnessed Bufang's fight with Deacon Lin was shocked that she could keep up with him for more than 10 moves. The beast told him to be quiet. Suddenly, a voice whispered in the beast's ear, notifying him that the task had been completed. The beast was thrilled as he checked the rewards. The beast was ecstatic upon seeing the reward, 1,000-star pendant with a one-click optimization feature. Although he had no idea what it meant, he thought it looked cool and immediately clicked yes. However, the screen suddenly changed, and a new message